Hello there. You know what sounds better than one Teba? None. But, since that's not really an option, how about two? A while back, I duplicated the Divine Beasts, effectively dooming Hyrule. Whoops. Unfortunately, there was one particular race that got away unscathed. And don't worry, I'll get to dooming the Rito later. I'm an equal opportunity anarchist after all. To offset this catastrophe that I caused, I took it upon myself to also duplicate the champions. You know, even the playing field or something like that. How do we go about achieving this phenomenon? Well, everything is very easy with a good old-fashioned paradox. Oh hey, you look kinda like a tiny me. Oh sh! So the way Breath of the Wild handles NPCs that can spawn at different points, for example, Riju, and Riju here, is each one has a flag saying if they should spawn or not. Normally, these flags should only turn on and off in a specific order. Riju 1 unloads, Riju 2 loads, Riju 2 unloads, you get the idea. But, there's always a but with these. If you run the sequence out of order, say by wrong warping into a Divine Beast, we run this sequence instead, which turns off Riju 3's flag, which was already off, and turns on the next flag. Things done out of order, people meeting their younger selves, it's a good time. For all of the champions, except for Teba, it's really straightforward, just do the steps that I just said. But of course, as per usual, Teba has to go and mess things up. Teba here only has 3 positions, at the flight range, resting, and babysitting here. The second 2 happen after the Divine Beast, so we can't really do much with those. And of course, spawning number 2 will despawn number 1, so you kinda see the pickle we're in. I thought maybe, because Teba's wife here is actually what spawns him at the flight range, maybe, just maybe, we could spawn number 2 through wrong warping, and then talk to her to spawn number 1. Talking to the superb owl here readies her dialogue, but after completing the Divine Beast, she just gives her, "Yay, we're saved" dialogue instead of spawning her husband like I wanted her to. So, what do we do? Well, there's actually another Teba. Teba 1.5. What really should have been a temporary Teba. But we can go to an extreme measure to pull him out of a hat. With horse magic! Mounts and these "you really shouldn't have a horse here" events really don't get along very well. So here with Teba 1, who's going to take us up to Va Meadow, all we've got to do is grab our horse and lift it up. Just lift the horse. Lift the horse! All we have to do is dislodge Teba by wedging ourselves between Teba and the wall, push him on over to the ladder, and give him a little shove right off the edge. Now just talk to Teba on the back of a horse, and he's gonna take us up to Va Meadow. Okay, bye then. Obviously something they did not expect. Because starting the Va Meadow fight while on a horse, it's not able to dismount Link and just puts him back on the horse, allowing for a quick warp out of the event. Or so I hoped. If we take a look at the Breath of the Wild object map, we can see the trigger for this fight that pulls Link back is massive. So large that it encompasses the flight range. Which means our horse would need to be outside of this area in order to start. And that means... oh no. Oh no, not again. No. It means... we have to push Teba. Again. What? Was days of pushing him not enough for you, game? Cue the BFF traveling music. You know what's better than pushing Teba for an extra 3 hours? Doing it again because you died. This time I murdered everything after a blood moon and... What? Footage not found? Seriously? How was I not recording? I mean, I don't care, just put something up, anything! Where was I? Oh, right. I murdered everything after a blood moon and it didn't get in my way this time. Turns out it's a lot easier when everything's dead. Now, you might be wondering, why did I bother pushing Teba all the way up here and not just outside of the trigger? Why did I take him all the way to Snowfield Stable? And the answer's pretty simple. Do you really think I was gonna take that risk? I am pretty sure that I would have given up in the event that I got pulled back after pushing him for 3 hours. Now the time has finally come. With me and my lovely assistant horse, Birdman, take us away. And welcome to Horse Purgatory. Similar to that weird moon-jumpy, not moon-jumpy state of barasailing, we are stuck. And I'm afraid, my faithful assistant, this is farewell. Not goodbye, but farewell. Now that Teba 1.5 is up there fighting though, we need to find a way into Va Meadow. And for that, it's time to re-enable saving. And there's only one man I trust to make this happen. There's two that can make it happen, but only one that I trust. Because he is an enabler for my gambling addiction. And the reason this works is because during minigames, you shouldn't be able to save the game. So it turns it off. And of course, when you're done, it turns it back on. And with saving re-enabled, it's time to branch the Zelda timeline a couple more times. Gonna head back in time by reloading an autosave, go through the process of entering Va Meadow, and setting up a wrong warp. And now that we're back to the future in a Doom timeline, saving and unloading successfully triggers the wrong warp, and boom! Inside of Va Meadow while Teba fights it outside. All that's left from here is to take out our Master Sword and... Oh right, I forgot to mention, I saw the Master Sword earlier, figured it would make things easier, don't worry about it. But we take our Master Sword and complete Va Meadow as intended, or not. I have never solved this specific terminal as intended, I have always gone through the window. Just grab the last terminal. Okay, I get it. You want to hear about the Master Sword? I'll tell you about it. So, I was talking to this guy, who knew 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 this woman, who knew this ball, sup, who knew this horse, who introduced me to his horse god. And that horse god taught me the darkest and most ancient of horse magics. The ability to distort time and space itself. Distracting Hylia and her guardian tree long enough for me to swipe up the Master Sword. You know you can get huge at campfire. No, and no! Why would horse magic use campfires? Take down Windblight, and just like that, from the brink of a doomed timeline, we have successfully saved the Rito. Oh no! You know, I think everything is fine. I'm sure everything is fine. Yeah, okay, never mind. So the shield is here forever, and the turrets are bombing the Rito non-stop. Hey Teba, do you see what's going on here? If you ever make me push you again, it's going to be 1,000 times worse. Just ask Yonobo. But look on the bright side. I promised to offset the destruction, and I have. Here we have Teba 2, and all the way up here we've got the eyes in the sky. It's Teba 1.5. Fighting a shield for all of eternity. You know, if I've learned anything from time paradoxes, it's that the time duplicate is usually doomed to die. And I mean, we've got 2 Teba here, so... Oh, hello there. Welcome to the end of the video. This is where I do things like tell you to like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want more, and leave a comment telling me how to cook this bird.